Hi guys, welcome back to 2D Design on the Computer. Now we're going to go over how to create texture in our drawings, shapes in Illustrator. Okay, so first you're going to go to the selection tool, you're going to select an object, and you can come up to the effects in the main menu bar, go down to texture, texturizer, and as you can see right now, my shape now has a texture on it. If I move the relief here, it's going to lessen the intensity of the texture. And also if I move the scale here, it's going to lessen whatever texture I bring in or that is already imported. It's going to lessen the scale. So say if you had some kind of image or symbol here, you can play around with that with the scale. Now, if we click around a little, we can see that we are changing our texture to be a little bit different. And then as you can see up here, there's a ton of other presets going on that we can use. Okay, for right now, I'm just going to stick with one that is pretty predominant where we can see. So, okay, I'm going to stick with this one for now, and I'm going to click OK. And now, if we zoom in, I'm hitting Command, hold it down, plus sign. You can see that my shape has texture on it. Okay, so that is one way to create texture. Now another way is through the gradient tool, which we learned last time, but now what we're going to do is we're going to create a gradient texture. I have the gradient where I want it, right here, it's kind of split even. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on the green part of the gradient and I'm going to change that to 0. So there is a 0 transparency on the green part of the gradient and only the blue is showing with a little bit of the green mixed in. So I'm going to go now to the effects in the main menu bar again, go to texture, go to texturizer, and I'm going to apply a texture here to my gradient. And as you can see, this line is appearing because that's where the texture breaks. So make it a little larger, it's gone. Okay, so let's give it something pretty heavy so we can kind of see it. Let's see, this one's looking nice. Okay, so we are going to click this and click OK. So now we have a texturized gradient. All right, so you can see now how this is texturized. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over and create another square with a similar color of that transparency. How we're going to do that is we are going to go up to here to remove this gradient so we have a solid fill. So I'm going to click on this color because it was similar to the color that I made transparent. Okay, I'm going to click out of that. Make sure that this is a solid fill. Now I'm going to go to my rectangle tool. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go hover over my square and create a similar square over top of it. Now our square is over top of our transparent gradient. As you can see, the green rectangle is over top of it. We can change this two ways. We can click this layer and grab it and move it up to the front, or we can click on this object, make sure it's selected, and we can hit Command Shift open bracket and it will bring the back layer forward. As you can see now, I'm just going to tweak the color just a little bit. There we go. That's looking more of like what I had before. As you can see now, there is a texturized gradient that we've created with those two shapes. And it can add some really neat effects to your shapes or background. This is how to make a texturized gradient or create a texture as this one. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one of how to make your own customized texture.